So 3. Mario's. Cubed 3 takes on the Nintendo Switch collection of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Nintendo has done the utterly expected and pulled at the nostalgia strings of all generations to bring a triple threat of titles to Nintendo Switch. The question now is whether all of these previous releases hold up, and whether it's worth opening the purse strings to double dip, or even triple dip in some cases, and purchase them all again. From the outset, it's clear the amount of love that has been squeezed into making Super Mario 3D All-Stars a collection that is pretty much a must-buy. Eras of 3D titles flash across the title screen, giving glimpses of what treats are packed in and ready to be sampled. Menus are bright and filled with tidbits that any information-hungry fan is going to lap up and appreciate every time they start up one of these 3 titles that are included. A lovely addition that nobody would hold against Nintendo leaving out of the package is the addition of each soundtrack. It could have been so easy to allow gamers to experience these fantastic scores from inside their respective titles. Yet, including them separately has meant that in the hours played for this review, almost just as much time has been spent with the eyes shut, lying back, and relishing some real orchestrated classics. When you do finally pull yourself away, you are lost for choice on where to start. Obviously, Super Mario 64 seems like the clear jump-off point, considering its rightful place in history. The original Super Mario All-Stars is currently available for free through Nintendo's online service, and this is receiving some criticism from the fact that the original games were spiced up in terms of graphics for the SNES release. At the time, players were excited by the possibility of seeing their heroes with a higher pixel rate makeover. Yet in 2020 there seems to be a distinct disgust for any skewing of those 8-bit representations. All-Stars 3D Collection has very sensibly stuck to its guns, and although the sharper resolutions and softer edges are easier to see, very little has been changed from the original visions. Super Mario 64 is as close to the classic setup as this pack provides, with a Mario game that, although is full of tricks from the outset, still relies on the standard hop, skip and wahoo to get the job done. It's a good starting point for the newcomers, and it's these basic control schemes and premises that set the stage for the later titles. Most of the 3D franchise staples are here, and it's a welcome trip to explore where it all started. Master these here and it becomes a lot simpler to grasp the level design and approaches for the rest of the journey throughout this collection. With its excellent level design, infinite replayability and perfect soundtrack, it's easy to get lost in Super Mario 64 for months and never want to leave. Leave you must, however, in order to jump into one of the most unique platformers Mario has ever headlined. Super Mario Sunshine to this day still gets a bit of a bad reputation for not emulating everything its predecessor did before it. Nintendo, in its infinite wisdom, was always going to mix things up, and this left many players a bit wary. Super Mario Sunshine is superb. Tasked with cleaning up Isle Delfino using Mario's new sprinkler come best friend, Flood, exploration is a delight. Flood brings with him a whole new traversal scheme and allows for what would have been the most innovative level design that has ever been seen at the time. Not only is the hub world a sprawling utopia of hidden secrets and mini-tasks set by the criminally overlooked pinatas, the NPCs of this world, but the courses themselves are also filled with some of the most unique enemies, platforming over multiple levels and puzzles that require innovative use of the hose friends strapped to your back. It all proves to be never frustrating, always immensely satisfying. Super Mario Sunshine might be worth the price of admission for 3D All-Stars alone. Last, but by no means least, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is capped off by the sublime Super Mario Galaxy. What was revolutionary back in 2007 is still incredible to behold in 2020, especially with the optimization for Switch. Nintendo has also taken the time to simplify the Wii controls and allow for easier planet hopping by mapping the often frustrating star spin to the Y button. The Joy-Con is set to the control scheme of choice, however by utilising the gyroscope in the Pro Controller, Starbit collecting mid-galaxy hop is just as comfortable with all control schemes. Galaxy also has the esteemed honour of introducing easily the best female character to ever grace a Mario game, in the form of Rosalina. The adventure takes the titular plumber with utilising his trademark running, jumping and now gravity manipulating powers to rescue her family of Luma. Nintendo is never going to be accused of not taking innovation to another level, but it's here that sends the company into the outer atmosphere. Every galaxy explored offers a unique challenge that requires a different approach from the previous, with additions like the Bee Mario suit being used to good effect. Add this to the comments that change the parameters of level completion when in orbit, and the replayability mixed with the grin that comes from popping this on, and the whole experience is yet to be beat. Nintendo has taken the time to include the cooperative element from the original, with the couch companion able to collect star bits and stun enemies to aid first player progression. Before wrapping up, it would be doing a disservice not to mention a giant Goomba in the room that has caused uproar in the gaming community. With the release of the coming of the 35th anniversary of Mario, Nintendo has decided to make Super Mario 3D All-Stars a limited release, all physical and digital copies being removed from the store at the end of March 2021. In truth, it is hard to accept, yet when you objectively look at the quality on offer here, as well as really thinking about whether or not consumers are going to pick this up, it's not a massive issue. It shouldn't have happened, but anyone who has an interest in this collection is likely to pick it up as soon as it's released. Just be sure not to get taken in by scammers looking to charge over the odds when expecting a shortage. There won't be one. Well, it was never in doubt really, was it? Super Mario 3D All-Stars represents the pinnacle of platform goodness, with perfect ports as well as a top-notch optimization for the console. It's a must-buy. For newcomers, they are getting the chance to experience a timeline of how Nintendo first experimented and mastered the 3D platformer, all the way up to improving on the formula with each iteration. For stalwarts, it's a great excuse to dive back in and revisit a childhood hero in all his hat-wearing, moustache-twirling glory. Each inclusion has perfect character and level designs, as well as an ever-increasing level of innovation that simply cannot be matched by any other gaming company in the platforming genre. To sum up, Super Mario 3D All-Stars in one word: unmissable. Thank you for joining us here for Cubed 3 video reviews. If you want to know more news, written reviews and previews, as well as any other gaming information you want to know, go and hit up cubed3.com now. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media channels. Thanks everybody for watching, take care.